Is ChatGPT about to take on Google with its groundbreaking new search feature? That is the question I will answer in this video. ChatGPT just released its new search feature, and you might be thinking this already existed in ChatGPT. ChatGPT could actually search the web. However, this is kind of that but much better. And in this video, I'm going to show you my initial thoughts after playing with this for some time to see if it is right for you. And secondly, to answer the question, is it something that could potentially replace Google search in the short or long-term future? So this is what I'm going to answer in this video. So here I have a quick search on Claude. The query was, what are 10 things you can ask Google? And it says weather forecast, foreign location, currency exchange, flight status, translation, movie show times, restaurant reviews, public transit, historical facts, sports scores and game schedules, definitions of synonyms and words. Then I went one level deeper and I said, what are 10 things you can ask Google to get real-time data? So then I did some additional stuff, which I'm going to be testing and trialing in this video. So first, let's start with the currency exchange rate. So let's say that here in ChatGPT, first of all, if you have this, and apparently it's something that premium members only have at this stage, you need to ensure that this is enabled, because if not, it would just do a regular ChatGPT search, which means that you wouldn't use real-time data, but rather use the data that ChatGPT was trained on. So here, I'm going to say, what was it? Currency exchange rate. So how much is 384.39 euro in pounds? And I'm going to do the same thing in Google. So this says it's 292.12 pound, 293.12. So this is saying 303.34. So there's a bit of a discrepancy. Now, which one is correct? Let's look at xc.com, which is the website I tend to use. So here I said E48.39, 293 British pounds. So here, Google is actually more accurate. So that is 1 point to Google. We have the local weather conditions. So in Malta here, this is the 1st of November. It's pretty sunny. There are some clouds. But let's see, how is the weather in Malta right now? And let's do the same thing in Google. So it's 23 degrees. There's very little rain or potential of rain. And this is saying weather is mostly sunny with a temperature of approximately 22 degrees Celsius. Okay, as of 9:35, which it's great that it's able to pick up the real time in Malta. One thing that you will notice here is that there are sources as well. So here, it's looking at, for some reason, multiple sources, right? So it used this website, I guess, to look at the conversions, but there's also a bunch of stuff as well here, which doesn't make much sense. Like best mattress for stomach sleepers. I'm not sure how that is relevant to, currency conversion. For the weather, it's looking at Malta today, okay, which is relevant to Malta, but not for my query. It's looking at the Met Office, which is great, and it's looking at a bunch of other potentially related queries. So if I'm looking at this because I want to travel to Malta, maybe I'm looking at traveling to Malta for a holiday and doing stuff in winter. So I guess it makes sense. And then I can click and go directly to that. Okay. Let's try another one. Let's go with sports scores. So what was the Liverpool's match result on today's Friday, on Wednesday? Let's put it in Google. So here it didn't pull what match I was referring to. Let's see if ChatGPT is able to do that. Okay, which it was able to do. So they said, or it says, Liverpool secured a 3-2 victory over Brighton and Hove Albion in the Cup fourth round. Cody Cup code instrumental. Great. So here ChatGPT actually does a better job than Google interpreting this human question and giving me the results that I want. Whereas Google wasn't able to do that. It just gave me Liverpool's next match, which is the 5th of November. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if, yes, let's say I want to make a booking and I want to see what time does, again, this is a very local restaurant, very local search, I guess, Marobio and Lima, close tonight. I'm going to put that in Google and I'm going to search directly for the restaurant. So this closes tonight at 12 p.m., right? Or opens, yeah. So Friday till 11 p.m. So Google was able to give me the right result here. What about chat? Is in Slima's open for dinner on Fridays from 5:30 to 10:30 p.m. Okay, interesting. For sources, pulled up something from Facebook. Which isn't available. Okay, so I don't know, here maybe it's not ChatGPT's issue if new opening hours from next Monday, 7th November. Okay. I'm not sure if that is next November or this is referring to something from last November, for example. So I'm not really able to see because the source is broken. So in this case, I guess I would go with Google because this seems to be more on point. And somewhere here, it generally tends to tell you when this was last updated. Anyway, so that's that. Let's see if there's anything else that would make sense. Public transit. Sure, let's go with public transit. Tell me about public transit schedules and routes in Malta. So this provided the Malta Public Transport website, so I can then click and find the routes and timetables, but just close that by mistake. So here, it's pulling up information from the public transport website. Great. Buses generally run from 5:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Night services are available on Friday and Saturday nights, as well as on public holidays and feast days, which is great. So then it takes me directly to the specific page, which is awesome. So it's going one step further than Google does in most cases, which I like. So you can see it's pretty good for something that was launched yesterday or the day before. You can also get the extension here. So this will be part of your Google Chrome experience, which also means that it would replace, or they are trying to get you to replace, Google as a search engine. Let us go with something that what happened yesterday worldwide. Let's see. Electric motorcycle completes solar-powered 6,000 kilometer journey through Africa. How long was the journey that an electric motorcycle completed in Africa? Was it yesterday? I guess so. I'm going to copy this. Yep. The expedition spanned approximately 6,000 kilometers, traversing through Kenya, Tanzania, Malawi, Zambia, etc., which is pretty impressive. But at the same time, this is also being done by Google. So they are head-to-head right here. So you can see there is a lot that you can do with this initial version of search on ChatGPT. And also when you open a new chat window and you enable search, you get some, I guess, trending topics that you can immediately search for. So if I go to Play Store, you get information about the Play Store, you get information about what's happening there, how long ago, recent updates. So now I have collections, personalization, expanded rewards. So there is a lot to it that you can explore in this new search feature on ChatGPT. So definitely something that you might want to test out. And interesting that also this came out in the same week that Claude released some major updates as well. So it's interesting to see how these two products are staying head to head, releasing new features. And yeah, it's good to remember that this is the kind of worst or the worst that both of these will ever be. So it will only get better from here. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this. Curious to hear how you've been playing around and experimenting with ChatGPT search. And yeah, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. And in the meantime, if you want to learn how to use AI and automation in your business, check out the link in the description. I'm offering a free consultation to show you how to better use these technologies right now in your business to do more work, to spend less time and resources, and ultimately move and scale your business forward. I'll speak to you soon.